Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. Max,
Yes, Juan.
how you doing tonight?
Good. Which camera should I be looking at? Because I feel like the other one I was just...
Like, the whole audience is mainly the main camera right there.
Okay.
It's right there. It's that one. All right.
All right.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that
Smash
like button.
it. Smash it.
We're doing NFL previews today.
We're doing the AFC West, guys. I'm taking over. Fuck Juan. He's drinking water. He's thirsty. We're doing the AFC West. As we all know who won the AFC West last year, because they didn't just win the AFC West one. They won the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs, your favorite team.
By luck.
The Swifties. Where you at? Shout out to them. Taylor. Love you, girl. 1998, 1989, whatever. Don't know. Juan, let's get into the preview, Juan. Before, though, do you want to say anything about the division as a whole?
That the Raiders are going to win it?
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, like, am I lying?
Yeah, maybe. You can't say that till it happens.
Hey, I want to ask you a serious question.
Oh, here.
Am I more of a Raider fan than you are an Eagle fan?
You're more delusional. I agree.
No. Like, am I a true fan, though? Like, am I a bigger fan than you?
No.
No?
No. This is where you get confused.
That I'm not more diehard?
I'm a pest. Well, I mean, I'm married.
I'm diehard.
You're afraid of commitment. That's why
I'm diehard.
Okay. This is from the guy who said he would jump out of a fucking plane if there was a 20% chance the parachute would open if the Raiders won a chip.
I mean...
do those morals hold true to this day?
Honestly, a little bit. I can still see myself doing it.
You're such a bitch. If you were on a plane, you would never jump out. I would jump out because, like, I don't care.
For the Raiders?
Okay.
I'm just saying, if your fandom is at 98%.
You're 99.
I'm 99.9.
Is it here's the delusion coming out of you again. It's always, this is our fucking year. Like,
when the fuck have I ever said that?
Like 2 minutes ago, you're like, we're winning the division.
Well, yeah, that's a little delusional talking. But for the most part, when I get in serious mode, do I say that?
You fucking do. You're like, Max Crosby.
Most of the fucking
Tyree
clips,
Wilson.
You know what is sad, bro? Most of the clips that I make, like the shorts that I make about the Raiders, they're always about negative talk. I think it's only one clip that I've ever made that's like...
What was it?
When we're talking about Derek Carr. 2 years ago.
What do we say about Derek Carr? They sucked?
No, like they got paid. He got paid. Josh McDaniel picked them.
Yeah.
All that.
So, guys, going into the fucking Chiefs, because one has to be selfish and make everything about his fucking team. I bet we'll spend more time on the Raiders than any team in this division. Going to the Chiefs, head coach Andy Reid, OC Matt Nagy, remembers how to OC now that he's just the OC. DC Steve Spagnuolo, who continues to be one of the most underrated coordinators in the league. Would you agree?
Yes.
Fucking about time. Last year they went 11-6, won the Super Bowl. This year over/unders 11.5, and last year was kind of a weird year. Offense wasn't humming. Mahomes had his worst year of his career statistic wise. Kelsey was banged up, but man, they reloaded in a big way. They got Xavier, Tyreek Hill replacement worthy, Jaden Hicks from Wazoo.
Wazoo. Correct.
Hollywood Browns.
Wazoo State.
You like that last one? Who's the last one, Juan?
Carson
Wentz.
Yeah.
Quarterback controversy, guys.
You spelled Carson wrong, asshole. But
that's how you spell his name.
That is not how you spell his name.
I will revoke.
Carson? It's
Carson.
Carson.
That's my bad. I fucked that one up.
Come on.
It's been a while, dog. I just know the name on the back of the fucking jersey. But yeah, obviously quarterback controversy going into your town, Kansas City.
Yeah.
I mean, one said he's not a fan, but he went to a game there once, but whatever.
It's all good.
Key losses, and I would say they are key. L'Jarius Sneed and Willie Gay, both big contributors over the past 2 years. One, I did all this work, so maybe you could do a little work now. Go ahead. What do you think? What do you think about these Kansas City Chiefs?
Look, the Chiefs, they're a Super Bowl contender, bro. All right. They're really good. They got Patrick Mahomes. They're reloaded.
Wow, what insight.
I mean, they are. Like, they got one of the best coaches in the league. I mean, they're on their way, if not already a dynasty, okay?
I would go dynasty, personally.
Yeah. A lot of people would say that they're not. I disagree. The whole Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy part, I think that's what the season comes down to for them, honestly. Because if they come out and everything is well, which everyone expects that to do because that's what the Chiefs do. They reload. They're good without Tyreek Hill. They do work with fucking Juju Smith and MVS.
Free agent Juju Smith. I'm like, yeah, I know.
But I think there's a conversation that we can have that they could struggle. Okay, let's put in a couple scenarios. And then when I say struggle,
I feel like there's only one struggle. If it's 15 gets hurt, I mean Wentz is there now, so
no, stop.
Okay.
If he gets hurt, they're fucked.
Do you really quick think that we're talking a lot about Xavier Worthy, correct? It's been a lot of the talk since he got drafted. But yes. Marquise Brown is him. Like, I feel like that's Xavier Worthy, right? Like, Xavier Worthy is going to be a Marquise Brown type of player. Like, I'm sorry. He's not going to be Tyreek Hill. I'm calling it now. Yeah. You want to know why one? Because there's only one of those guys. They don't come around very often. I don't think Xavier Worthy's the next coming. He'll be dynamic. He'll be a speedster. But, dude, Marquise Brown could just transform this offense kind of on his own. Yeah. In his own right. He's a speedster. He's good. He's just been forgotten about because he's been playing quarterback hell the last 2 years. Yeah. I'm just saying. So go ahead. Continue. The struggles.
No, look, the only scenario I see is Rashee Rice. You know, obviously.
Yeah, he's having an off season.
Exactly. Number 2, Hollywood Brown is known for drops and getting hurt.
He'll fit right in.
Yeah. So that can be a struggle.
Oh my God. 2 hours ago, Hollywood Brown questionable to return with shoulder injury.
There you go. I mean, not surprised.
Oh my God,
I called that shit. Look, number 2.
He caught one.
Or number 3, should I say? I'm on 3. Number 3, Xavier Worthy. We had a lot of talks about him during the draft. Got a lot of hate on a certain video. People calling us crazy, whatever, being haters.
I just want to say in my defense, that was before I knew he went to the Chiefs. If I knew he was going there, he was receiver 1.
No, it was our reaction.
Oh, it was our reaction?
Yeah, it was our.
I mean, dude, I think they're gonna bring the best out of him, but I still don't think it's like Tyreek Hill. Like this, they act like he's gonna be Tyreek Hill this year. He's number 1 player in the NFL according to his peers.
Right. That list is a joke, but
yeah.
But Xavier Worthy, he is a guy, in my opinion, that is a little bit of a project when it comes to being an NFL receiver. Now, we already seen some clips. I'm going to try to do my best to try to show him on the podcast right now. He's getting knocked down. Like press coverage, he's fucked.
Oh my God, you saw the one clip. Who?
Yes. You sent me it.
Oh my God. Did you laugh your ass off?
Yeah, I seen it before that, and I was just like, wow. Like, that's... Like, obviously, that's not going to happen every play. I understand.
Obviously,
that.
That's you're kind of a penalty.
You're going to be able to put them in motion. There's ways not for a receiver to get physically abused at the line. There's a lot of ways to do it.
You talked about this last one. It was about coaches who understand, hey, it's more about my guy's better than your guy. It's X's and O's. And that's one thing you cannot deny Kansas City has.
Yeah.
The play they won the Super Bowl wasn't McCole Hardman beat Tre'Davious Ward on a route. It was, we just got you. We X and O's your ass to death.
Yeah. So it's a very slight chance, but if I see a scenario where they're not that good and they fall short to the Bengals or the Bills, you know, one of those teams.
Got you.
It's going to be a combination of those things happening. Because you throw this into the loop, which is my last thing. Travis Kelce has a lot of miles on him. Travis Kelce has had some deep playoff runs.
Do you mean miles because he's traveling so much to see his girlfriend?
That too. You know, dealing with Taylor Swift has to put some miles on you. It's a big superstar.
I was gonna say something, but I'm sure I would have got canceled. And I was gonna be like, I'm sure she's great.
But Travis Kelce's getting old. And I don't think
he is old.
Yeah, he is old. But I don't see a world where in the regular season they can use him the way that they've been using him. That's not smart. Smart thing to do is do the Gronk thing, right? Play him in the regular season here and there. Let him sit. Some games he's just not all that involved. But playoff time, we're going to ramp it up. He is our offense. He's the reason why.
One thing you didn't talk about is what do you expect from the defense? I mean, obviously,
Amazing. I think their defense is going to be fucking really good.
yeah. I mean, I think it will take maybe a little step back, but let's not forget Trent McDuffie's really good. They have another good corner. I can't remember his fucking name right now.
Watson, Jalen Watson.
Really good. Chiefs. They have good safety play.
Did you mention McDuffie?
I mentioned McDuffie, the safety. God,
They lost.
Eric Reed. Justin Reed is still very good.
Yes.
The other guy from Cincinnati, I like Brian Cook, is good.
Brian Cook.
They have good line. Leo Chenault just always produces, and the D line is still very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I mean, I hate. And you look, and here's another thing, guys. Again, it's not just X's. It's not just hey, Chris Jones is the best player ever. It's like hey, maybe we can do some creative things to get him matched up 1-on-1, like in third down against Brock Purdy, where he's running for his fucking life because oh shit, we didn't block him. Again, that should just scream the X's and O's because how do you not block Chris Jones for a play one? You have to be in a bind somewhere else because you know we got to block him every play.
Yeah, it's because Karlaftis is turning into a really fucking good player. That's part of it. We went over this in the MJC original about Josh Allen on why the Bills are failing him. We gave a great example on the other side with this Chiefs team and this Chiefs front office. They hit on these fucking players consistently, you know? So that's why it leaves me a little bit scared with Xavier Worthy. It's like you see this training camp shit, and yeah, we can be very critical and be like, he's gonna get fucking punked. I told you. But at the end of the day, like you said, Max, they got Andy Reid. They put their players in the best position possible, and these guys fucking flourish because it's rare that they pick a fucking bust. It's like we laughed a couple years ago about the Nick Bolton pick. I mean, turn around 3 years later, he's one of the best linebackers in the National Football League.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah. So Drew Tranquil was really good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going over. 11.5 is a lot of games, but if they don't hit it, guys, it's going to be 11 or 10 or it's going to be a really bad season. I'm going over easy.
Yeah, I think this is your best money to put on as far as Super Bowl winner. I don't think it's far-fetched. They're locked and loaded. They're ready to go. There's only a few scenarios that I see that this thing can go south. And I'm not willing to bet on that. I'm going over. Fucking hate the Chiefs, but going over.
Okay. Now, would you like to do the honors of this one, or would you like me?
I got it. Next up, Las Vegas Raiders. The Raider goddamn way.
Wow.
We're going to smoke our shit, talk our shit, the Raider goddamn way. All right? Antonio Pierce coming back as interim last year. Finally got the full-time job. My boy's doing an amazing job. We hired OC Lou Getsy. Yeah, that's right. Fuck Cliff Kingsbury. We didn't want that motherfucker anyway. All right, we got Lou Getsy. All right. DC, the greatest. Patrick Graham. Going to lead a top 10 defense this year. 2023 record. 8-9. You know, something light. You know, we had McDaniels. He fucking tanked our season. But if we had Antonio Pierce the whole year, shit, might have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's besides the point.
Might have won 17.
And of course, Las Vegas, our own home fucking town, disrespecting us. Over under this year is 6.5 wins. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, no hometown.
All jokes aside, that's disrespectful as fuck.
I would have liked 7. I mean, I love the line. No. I love it because I'm going over, and it's a lock for me. I think this is an easy one.
Yeah.
Look, if they're bad, they're going to be really bad. There's no way. Because it's not like Aiden O'Connell gets hurt. You're like, oh, shit, the season's over for us. This team's not built around their quarterback. This team is going to be built on these pillars. Stingy defense / elite defense. Offense is going to be good. We're not going to turn over the ball. We have some playmakers we can get the ball to in space and let them work. You have some. You go ahead. Go ahead. Key additions. There are some good ones.
Brock Bowers, best tight end in college football for the last 2 years. Offensive lineman Jackson Powers Johnson.
Oops, I'm sorry.
There you go. Jackson.
How I like it better. Sorry about that.
Jackson Powers Johnson, offensive lineman / center, QB Gardner Minshew, and of course the big addition, the big fish, Christian Wilkins, much needed presence inside, one of the best defensive tackles in the National Football League, in my opinion. Big grab for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go into some of the losses.
I wouldn't. I would say not much.
Yeah, not much. We lost Josh Jacobs. Zamir White is going to be the starter now, and lost Mighty Mouse and Robertson.
Is that
Now
really
with
his
the
nickname?
I like to call him that because he's a little short fuck, but he's a dog though. He's a dog, man. Robertson is now with the Detroit Lions, but
All right. So, do you want me to go, or I'll just shut up and listen? I'll shut up and listen. Go ahead.
okay, look, the Raiders are going to struggle on offense
Fan.
right now. I'm gonna say it right now.
Delusional.
They're gonna struggle on offense. No, it's
What?
real talk.
I
It's real
didn't-
talk.
I didn't say anything.
It's real talk.
Okay.
They're gonna struggle on offense. Their quarterback situation is not good. Whether it's O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, it's middling. You're not gonna have enough to beat elite quarterbacks at a consistent rate on the biggest stages. It's not, because Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell are like a step under like the Purdy's and the game managers in the NFL right now. Like, it's just a fact, bro. The receivers are good. Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams. I'll tell you a guy that you can watch out for if this team does winds up succeeding on offense. Trey Tucker, second-year guy. I think he's a leap guy on the offense that can really get better besides Zamir White. They got some guys to look for as far as the running back that they drafted out of Air Force or whatever, fucking Division III guy. Bow or whatever.
I think Brock Bowers could have such a weird, versatile role on this offense. Like, I've already been seeing him slot receiver with Michael Mayer. I thought was a fine tight end.
Yeah.
I think Bowers is just Swiss Army knife. You can throw him. Remember Eric Ebron coming out a couple years ago? Yeah. I don't know why I thought of this name. God, I miss that guy. But no, I'm saying, like, he's got the dynamicness of him in the red zone, but he's like a receiver with the ball in his hands. He can run after the catch. There's so much to him that I really like. And I mean, the defense is going to be the bread and butter of this team. No. You hit on the offense. It's going to be a struggle. I agree. I think the defense, look, I have no reason to like the Raiders. I don't really care about them, in all honesty. I want to see them do good for
Stop lying. That's your AFC team. You've said it many times.
I think the podcast.
Deep down inside, you do root for the Raiders.
Would you not agree my AFC team is another team in this division that has let me down year in and year out? Like
That's
the
true.
Chargers.
But at the end of the day,
no, I don't want them to do bad. I'm never rooting
You're not a
against
Raider
them.
hater.
No.
You're a Raider hater at times just because you like to piss me off.
I do. Okay. I do. You're an idiot. But but no, I think Max Crosby finally is getting the recognition, national recognition.
Yeah, it's a little overblown now.
Yeah, I would agree. Look, Christian Wilkins, he's never had a guy that's good play on the inside. I don't want to touch too much on the defense for future projects coming. I think it can be really good. I like Antonio Pierce. I love the energy. Like I said earlier, easy. 6.5 is not a lot of games for a team that went through what they went through. 8-9 was pretty freaking good, and they had some winnable games they lost.
Yeah,
the Bears won, prime example.
Yeah, I mean, McDaniels was a big part of why we struggled.
Who's the game you lost? Oh my God, when he lost to Jeff Saturday's Colt. That's
pretty bad, but that was 2 years ago.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you guys have always lost games you should win.
Yeah, unfortunately. Look, I'm excited about this defense, man. I'll tell you a couple leapers to watch out for, guys that can really get put on the map, nationally, media-wise. Malcolm Kuntz, a guy that bursted onto the scene last year. I think he's a leaper. One guy that gets forgotten about a little bit. I know people started talking about him at the end of the year because it was funny as shit, him pick-sixing Patrick Mahomes on Christmas and talking shit.
How Jack Jones stole Christmas, I believe, was the title of the video I sent you.
Yeah. Jack Jones, though, man, I think he's going to be that island shutdown corner that the Raiders really haven't had since fucking like Nobby. and he's a guy that is a true playmaker. He's Marcus Peters like he loves to take gambles. He loves to break on the ball. He's he has pretty good hands for a DB.
People forget how good he was on
the Patriots. He made
if you go back and listen
plays.
to some old Bill Simmons, he is like glazing this dude.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, obviously he wore it as a welcome out there for being for kind of a jackass.
Yeah, exactly. But he's found his new home in Antonio Pierce. Look, I really love the energy of the defense, and I really love the energy of Antonio Pierce, bro. One thing that trumps all of it, all right? the energy, the authenticity of it. I don't even know authenticity of Antonio Pierce of AP, bro. It feels so fucking genuine.
He is broke. That's always something to look for. Maybe Vegas will make him throw some games.
Yeah.
Like the reports say. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
But
no, he does seem authentic. The guys really respond to him.
Bro, yeah, like he just knows how to fucking reach a room. But at the end of the day, though, Max, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that just because you're good at that, you win football games. You do need to know the X's and the O's.
Yeah, but I feel like he's the classic head coach where he's not a mastermind on defense, not a mastermind on offense. He just leads them. He's a leader of men, knows how to manage situations. I can't think of a situation you guys fucked up.
Right.
Like, perfect example, Brandon Staley. Great X's and O's on defense, in my opinion.
Yes.
Especially with the Rams. Chargers, it was kind of hit or miss, but it was always like, oh, fuck, let's go for 2. Let's go for it on 4th.
And a lot of people, on the other side, a lot of people saying, like, oh, well, I have an argument why Antonio Pierce is going to be bad. Well, he's going to have a bad quarterback, first-year head coach. He kind of just earned the job, really, just because he beat the Chiefs. You can argue that.
No,
I'm going to say this, though, man. People need to look at the coaching staff.
He surrounded himself with good people. Tom Coughlin's on the coach in the building.
Well, I think he's just he's their intern. Like, he's just a guy there for training camp.
Oh, is he?
But a guy
that he's there. Dude, I can't believe he's there.
Yeah. Well, Marvin Lewis is the guy that's officially on the coaching staff. He's the assistant head coach. Marvin Lewis has a lot of experience under his belt. I thought a lot of people didn't appreciate him in Cincinnati for what he did for years down there for the Bengals. Another guy is Rob Ryan, who's been here for years. It's a lot of veteran coaches on this Raider team. So it's not like Antonio Pierce grabbing some, young guys that haven't got their fucking feet wet. These are guys that have won numerous football games, have had numerous defenses, have coached numerous great fucking players, and I like the direction it's going. I just feel like all this talking I'm doing, I'm going to sum it up to this.
Over.
I'm going to go over. But for the first time in a long time, the Raiders are going to be one of these teams that struggle to score points, and they're going to be depending on their defense to win games. And I'm sorry, that's not a recipe for success. It's not. So I go over because it's such a fucking low over. It's what they have to win 7 games. I think they can win 7 games. That's the problem. It stops at about 7 or 8. I won't say that this team is a lock to make the playoffs.
It'll be a fight for them to get in the playoffs.
It's gonna be a fucking dogfight. The one thing that they have going is maybe, just maybe, based off the Christmas game, they fuck up the Chiefs. They beat them twice. You know how big the rivalry is. I know Antonio Pierce is preaching that fucking message throughout the locker room. Like, hey, I don't care about nothing else. Let's worry about our division. Let's worry about dethroning the best fucking team. And it just so happens that they're in our division. We play them twice. Let's beat these motherfuckers twice. And that's how he's going to gain the confidence.
I'm excited to see the vision. I'm excited to see a year of progression. I'd be really disappointed in the Raiders if it's 5-11 and you're just like, this
What's the percentage that it goes all downhill? I'm going to say
30.
I'm going to say it's 40.
No, I'd say
just because it is the Raiders.
Yeah, maybe you know better than I do. I'd say 20, 25, 30.
But I'm excited. I'm not excited as far as like a Super Bowl wise. I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that we're a Super Bowl contender. But I'm excited to see.
He'll talk himself into that in a couple of weeks.
I'm excited to see a really great defense. I haven't seen a great defense from the Raiders for all my life. All my life, I've never witnessed a great defense. We've always had sorry-ass defenses. And I'm so excited to fucking have one. I really do think they're going to be a top 10 defense this year. Okay, we're done with the Raiders. Let's go to another team that I fucking hate.
Broncos.
The fucking Donkeys are back in town with Sean Payton, offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi, defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, all coming back. Okay, 2023 record 8-9, just like the Raiders. Their over/under is 5.5.
That's fucking low.
Yeah. Let's go over some of their ads. They brought in Bo Nix, quarterback out of Oregon. Right now, as it currently stands, the time that we're recording this video, he is 3rd on the depth charts.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I expect that to change. Jonah Ellis, who's a very interesting prospect out of Utah. I do like him. Has some injury concerns, but interesting pick with that. Keep an eye on Jonah Ellis. Wide receiver Josh Reynolds also joining the party in Denver. Some of the losses they had: Jerry Jeudy, who's now in Cleveland; Russell Wilson, who is also moving to the NFC North. He went to the Steelers, and Justin Simmons, safety. I'm kind of sad because dude's still a free agent.
Yeah, they said he should. He'll find a home.
It's crazy that he hasn't got signed yet. Though.
Somehow Kevin
Adrian Amos got signed before him. So Justin Simmons, just want to say this, Max. Do you remember a day and time where I thought he was kind of overrated?
Looks true. I feel like we both thought that. You said it first. You said it first. I'll give you that. Dude, I don't even know where you start with this team. I mean, life after Russ. You know, I'm going to defend Russ one more time. He wasn't the problem last year. He wasn't all the problems. I'll say that. They benched him the last 4 games to protect them from paying him $60 million or whatever astronomical fee he's due. Look, it's going to be a reset. It's going to be a struggle. I think this is going to be really close to 6 wins. It's going to be 4 to 7 wins. That's the range. I can't imagine Sean Payton getting 2 wins with this team. They got 8 last year, and they didn't lose that much shit. Like, obviously, like Jerry Jeudy's nothing. He's an average receiver in the NFL. He's a bust. Justin Simmons was a good safety, but I kind of like young guys on their team. They have that running back. What the hell is his name?
Javonte Williams.
No, the other one who really popped.
Oh, McLaughlin.
Yeah, Jaleel McLaughlin, like him. Marvin Mims. Come on, I've been on him since day one. Didn't they sign Mike McGlinchey like a year ago?
Yes.
So the offensive line right now is Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, Luke Waterberg, Quinn Minzers. I can't say his name.
He's really good.
Yeah, Mike McGlinchey. That's not a bad line. They're gonna run the ball and they're gonna let Bo Nix be the Drew Brees for this offense. So
I think that's the problem.
You don't like it.
I don't, and I don't see.
Defense looks bad.
I don't see the vision. Everyone is like, oh, Sean Payton sees Drew Brees and Bo Nix. I don't trust Bo Nix. I really don't.
Was he our lowest quarterback? Both of ours.
Oh,
I'll check. Go ahead, talk.
No, I think JJ was my lowest, but I can't remember.
You're looking bad after one game.
Yeah, after one preseason game. But I don't trust it. I don't think the Donkeys are going to be that good.
You're a hater.
I just don't. I don't see it.
No, I don't think they'll be good either, but what's the range of wins for them in your mind?
I think it could be bad.
You don't think it's 4 to 7?
I think they can be really bad, like 3 wins. As crazy as that sounds, I think it can be 3 fucking wins. And I'm not a believer in Sean Payton. It's going to go one way or the other. He rubbed the locker room a certain type of way on how he treated players.
Like
Russ?
It's
a very old school approach, that used to work back in the day. Kind of like Bill Parcells, very Bill Parcells.
I mean, the way,
as far as you seen it off bat with the way that he treated Randy Gregory
and Russ
well, Russ was at the end of the season, but Randy Gregory early in the season, this is a guy that signed a big contract with the Denver Broncos, and he was slated to start, and do some big things for them, and he cut him.
Traded him, yeah.
For
pennies on the dollar.
For pennies on the dollar, and was like, he's not with the program. Get the fuck out of here. So, kind of did the same thing with Russ. Had to do what had to be done. I don't know if he's, burning his bridges a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not a believer in Bo Nix though. Cortland Sutton is a cool piece.
Marvin Mims could maybe do something, but I still would think it's not going to be like the world on Lil Jordan Humphrey.
I don't like their defense.
No, I don't think there's one marquee player than
Pat Surtain. That's it.
I think Jonathan Cooper could be fun.
Yeah. I think they're in rebuild, man.
Big rebuild.
I think they're in rebuild. I don't think
they're
they're
second year of Sean Payton or
second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
second.
I'm gonna go under.
Really?
I mean, I can't say over for every fucking team.
Are you really gonna go under with this team? It sounded like you were gonna go over.
That's every one we do with you.
Because that's pretty low.
I know.
Was it 4.5?
I'll do fuck it. I'll do over. I don't care.
You said 4.5?
5.5.
5.5. Ooh.
That changes everything.
Yeah, low-key does. I'm gonna go under. If you want to pick,
I'm gonna go under too.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm cool.
I'm gonna go over on the next one. Probably. I'm gonna talk myself into it.
Here we go. Okay, anything else on the Broncos?
So fuck them.
Okay,
I don't really hate their team. I don't really care for them.
gotcha. Me too.
Shout out my boy Russ. Max's team of the AFC. This is my team one. Jim Harbaugh. He can never go back to college. He's suspended for a whole year.
Did he kind of buzz like a fucking Pete Carroll?
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
I'm gonna leave this situation.
Scratches his neck. Y'all got any more of them jobs?
Exactly.
They got G-Row, Greg Roman coming as OC. Jesse Minter. Was this DC in Michigan, right?
Yes.
Or some shit was there.
Yeah, something like that.
Last year they were 5-12, and the Staley era sadly was over. Maybe 2.5 years late, but they finally ended the Staley era. This year, it's a pretty high over under 8.5. That's a lot of. That's typical Chargers shit. A lot of. Have they not been the paper champions of the NFL the last 2 to 3 years?
Yeah. 100%.
Has anyone on this podcast fallen trapped victim to that?
You all the time.
All the time. And I might. So they made some key additions. I will say, Joe Alt, who we both loved. Lad McConkey's a fun player. DJ Chark, J.K. Dobbins. Also got Gus Bus. They got Junior Colson from Michigan. The key losses. I mean, I don't think there's a team we've showed in all 31. Or sorry, all 31 teams. I think this one is the most key losses of an identity. Would you agree?
Yeah, Keenan Allen was the probably greatest Charger since Phillip Rivers. You know, a lot of people love Keenan Allen.
I mean, their team was just, it was Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and Austin Eckler, and they're all fucking gone. Yeah. Eckler won't be a big miss. But what does Jim Harbaugh signify to you? What are they going to do? And
they're going to run the ball.
And I feel like he's going to try to rebuild what he had in San Fran that first year. It's like elite defense. We run the ball. We can pass. The only difference is he does have a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
And that's the problem. As crazy as this sounds, but this is the problem with this team. Is Jim Harbaugh is trying to build an identity with a team like if he was coaching the Raiders. Don't you feel like his identity will fit the Raiders so much better than what the Chargers are trying to build over there?
I mean, yes and no, because here's the thing with the Chargers. They don't have the weapons. They got rid of all the weapons to throw to. It's not like you're like, woo. Quinn Johnson, who's having a struggle of a camp by some certain videos. But here's what I like. I think Justin Herbert is going to have the worst statistical year of his career. But they're going to have the best team success they've had in a while.
Really?
That's what I think.
So how many wins are you thinking?
I'm thinking 9 or 10.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of wins, correct? I mean,
so you're a Jim Harbaugh believer.
I am. I mean, was he not a great NFL head coach?
Yeah, he was. Not his last year.
They were still 8-8 though.
They didn't look good. It soured out.
He soured with the front office, not the players. Come on.
Yeah, the players still.
How'd they do after he left?
Terrible.
Even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the defense though. Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack.
Who's already hurt.
Oh, what's new? Tuluputu, Derwin, Asante. There's a lot of good guys to like. Christian Fulton, Khalil Mack. Like I said, look.
To me, it's one guy. It's Derwin James. I don't like their defense. I think their defense is old.
It is a little old, but I mean, Deion Henley could have a. I hope they use him right.
I mean, hopefully, but Asante Samuel is a guy that I don't really trust.
Overrated.
I think he's really hot and cold.
Yeah, overrated.
Christian Fulton. There's a reason why he didn't work out in Tennessee. And then the offense, as far as the identity goes, I don't like.
We could be wrong though. But I mean, I think they're gonna run the ball more than
they're gonna run the ball.
Are they gonna be run heavy or are they gonna be more balanced?
No, they're gonna be run heavy.
See, I don't know, but we don't know that. We don't know that. I mean, I feel like it's a disservice to Justin Herbert to be like, yeah, you don't have to pass the ball.
See, there's a difference between having a quarterback that's capable of doing shit and
a quarterback who's amazing at doing shit.
Yeah, like I don't like it. I rather surround my quarterback with playmakers, true difference makers on the outside.
But here's the one thing I'll say, and one I think you have to be accountable to. You have criticized them for being soft ass bitches the last 2 years. And they can never run the ball.
Yes, or defend the run.
You can't be mad if they start establishing the run. You cannot be mad. Obviously, there's a balance to it. I think this is going to be I'm thinking now it's going to be a more balanced approach to the offense than 60%. I don't think it's going to be Alex Smith. Like, I think Jim Harbaugh knew what he had to do. I think it'd be stupid to just say, hey, just hand the ball off, Herbert. We don't really need you to throw. And I will say this. Have you not seen Herbert, have good games when Mike and Keenan were both down? You've seen that from him.
Yeah. To me, the best analogy I can think of right now is buying a $5 million home to only live in it on the weekends.
No. I think what you're thinking is you have like a $5 million sports car and you live in a fucking trailer.
There you go. Or that. That's even better. I don't like it. I would have tried my best to surround Justin Herbert with a lot better talent. Okay. I understand that the trenches are important. I understand that you need to have a run game. I understand you need to have a defense. I get all that stuff helps. And I know that Justin Herbert hasn't had that. But.
And he is hurt already.
Who?
Herbert.
Really?
He fucked up his plantar fascia, but they think he'll be good in 2 to 3 weeks. But I don't know.
He'll be fine.
But I'm saying you've seen that injury, like whether it was Pau Gasol and the Lakers, just like hamper him.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like you wanted to see that if you're a Charger fan.
Yeah. But I don't like it, bro. I rather have Herbert do some things, bro. Like,
but they did get Lad McConkey. I mean, Quinn Johnson could be having a breakout. Doubtful. But.
Doubtful. They got 2 receivers, man, and it's Lad McConkey and fucking Palmer.
Yeah. I mean, it's not ideal with the team I'd want to give Herbert, but I think it's going to be kind of a rebuild / contend year. And I think, obviously, I'm going over because I'm an idiot. One's going to go under, I'm sure.
You know who's a good example on that you can go the other way and it pays off? Look at the Bengals. Could have had plenty of chances to beef up the trenches. Did it backfire on them? Yes. But how important was it to get a guy like Jamar Chase for your quarterback, Joe Burrow?
Correct.
I think it's worth it.
But I think Joe Burrow's a little different than Herbert, and Joe Burrow's a better mover in the pocket than Herbert, and he's able to.
I think Herbert can move.
But who's a better mover?
Joe Burrow, but not by much.
I think it's a little. I think Joe
Think
Burrow.
so?
Joe Burrow's slippery.
Yeah.
Herbert's like fuck you. I'll just.
Herbert shrugs guys out like Big Ben.
Correct. Yeah. That's the difference to me.
But I would have gone someone else, bro. I would have gone Marvin Harrison. Was Marvin? No, Marvin wasn't even on the board.
I like Alt.
Who was on the board? Joe
Neighbors, Alt.
I would have went Neighbors.
I mean, their O-line is going to be good, I think. Really good.
Yeah, but
you going over or under?
I'm going, what is it, 8.5?
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm going under.
One of us is going to do really good, and one of us is going to do really bad.
Well, that's a good thing, because we both did pretty bad last year.
Yeah, I know.
So at least one of us will be succeeding. But, yeah, very confusing with the Chargers, man. I really feel bad for Herbert. I just wish.
I feel bad in the sense of his weapons and stats, but I think overall they're going to be good.
Yeah, that's the Charger in you. It's disgusting.
All right, let's rank.
Honestly, bro, the Charger look always looks fucking terrible on you. It's just a horrible look.
I think it looked good for half of a playoff game against the Jaguars. Before you should have fired him right fucking there. I don't even know how you talk.
Or it was good with all those 4th downs on week 18.
That wasn't a good one. They almost won that game.
Almost don't count, dog. All right, that's going to do it for the AFC West. Let's go ahead and rank these babies. Okay, I'm going to go first. No surprise here. I'm going to go Chiefs, number 1. I'm going to go Raiders, number 2. I'm going to go Chargers, number 3. And then I'm going to go Broncos, number 4.
I'm going to do the same.
Same exact thing?
Same thing.
Wow, really? So you think the Raiders are going to be better than the Chargers?
No, No, I take that back. Chargers.
You said 9 to 10
I
wins
know.
with the
I know.
Chargers.
I just didn't want you to give me more shit. Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Donkeys.
There you go. Fuck the donkeys. All right. That's going to do it, folks. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Comment down below any thoughts, opinions that you guys have about the AFC West. We greatly appreciate it. Look, we're going to do a little bit less content like this during the regular season. We'll still be doing the recaps, but I think we're going to stop our Pick'em series just because I feel like a lot of our audience are gravitating more towards the MJC originals.
If we get like a huge like pushback, we can try to do something. Like we can literally just like make a graphic with our picks or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But I think you guys are enjoying the MJC originals, MJC gems. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys don't know what those are just more of a condensed version of football content that we do. A little bit more film breakdown, a little bit more intent in it as far as singling out a certain topic, team, or player, stuff like that. Go ahead and check them out, bro. You won't be disappointed.
I'll check them out.
Me and Max worked very hard on them. We're planning on doing more of them during the regular season, so stay tuned, all right? Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Until next time, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold, both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy.